What's up everybody, Stone from Stick on the Ice here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be finding out which division produced the best All-Stars. So I've put every single NHL All-Star onto their affiliated division and we're going to see which team does the best. So quickly, I'm going to go through every single team so we know what each roster is comprised of. In the Atlantic, leading the forward group is going to be Austin Matthews, Patrice Bergeron, and the boys from Florida in Huberdeau and Barkov. On the defensive end, we got Victor Hedman from the Tampa Bay Lightning and Charlie McAvoy from the Boston Bruins. And in net, we got Andrei Vasilevsky from the Tampa Bay Lightning as well, and Jack Campbell from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Over in the Central, we got Nathan MacKinnon from the Colorado Avalanche, Kirill Kaprizov from the Minnesota Wild, Alex DeBrincat from the Chicago Blackhawks, and Kyle Connor and Mark Scheifele from the Winnipeg Jets. On the defensive end, we got Roman Josi from the Nashville Predators and Cale Makar from the Avs leading the way. And in net for the Central Division team, we got UC Saros from the Nashville Predators and Cam Talbot from the Minnesota Wild. Over in the Metro, we got a bunch of big names in Alexander Ovechkin from the Capitals, Matt Barzal from the Islanders, and Aho and Svechnikov from the Carolina Hurricanes. On the defensive end, we got Zach Werenski from the Columbus Blue Jackets, John Carlson from the Washington Capitals, and Adam Fox from the New York Rangers. In net for the Metropolitan team, we got Frederik Andersen from the Hurricanes and Tristan Jarry from the Pittsburgh Penguins. To round out all the teams, we got the Pacific Division, who's going to be led by Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl from the Edmonton Oilers, and Mark Stone from the Vegas Golden Knights. On the defensive end, we got Darnell Nurse, another Edmonton Oiler, and Alex Pietrangelo, another Vegas Golden Knight. And in net, we got John Gibson from the Anaheim Ducks and Thatcher Demko from the Vancouver Canucks. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate till after the All-Star break so we have an idea of what every team's looking like. After 54 games, the Atlantic Division has a 34-15-5 record, which is only good enough for second in their division. They have the best players from their division, and they still can only finish second? That's a bit sus if you ask me. Austin Matthews is currently leading the team in scoring with 36 goals and 25 helpers for 61 points. Barkov's coming in second with 19 goals and 31 helpers for 50 points, and tied with Barkov is his teammate Jonathan Huberdeau with 8 goals and 42 assists for 50 points. Leading on the defensive end, of course, is Victor Hedman, who's picking up 4 goals and 31 assists for 35 points. And in between the pipes, another member of the Tampa Bay Lightning's doing his thing, with Andrei Vasilevsky picking up 25 wins with a .914 save percentage and a .250 goals against. After 51 games, the Central Division isn't doing too bad either, with a 31-18-2 record, although that is only good enough for second in the division. Not gonna lie, this isn't really making sense. How can the best players from the division finished second in the division? It's not adding up to me. Nathan MacKinnon's currently leading the way with 28 goals and 31 helpers for 59 points. Kyle Connor's finishing second with 19 goals and 30 assists for 49 points, and his teammate and Mark Scheifele's coming in third with 20 goals and 24 assists for 44 points. Cale Makar is going to be leading the defense with 7 goals and 22 helpers for 29 points, and UC Saros is doing his thing in net, picking up 24 wins while having a .909 save percentage and a .273 goals against. Now the Metro is by far the most disappointing team. They're currently sitting at a 24-22-4 record, which is good for second last in the division. How is that even possible? But trust me, you want to watch till the end of the video, because this team does something special. Currently, Ovi and Aho are tied for 49 points while leading this team. Ovi's got 26 goals and 23 assists, while Aho, he's got 19 goals and 30 assists. And Barzal's not too far behind with 8 goals and 36 assists for 44 points. John Carlson's doing his thing leading the defense with 8 goals and 19 assists for 27 points, and Frederik Andersen's been an absolute disappointment, only picking up 7 wins while having 20 losses. Yeah, and his save percentage and goals against aren't good either. Looking at the Pacific All-Stars, they're the only team currently sitting at the top of their division, but they actually don't have the best record, as the Central and Atlantic both have better records than them. Johnny Hockey's currently leading the way with 17 goals and 36 assists for 53 points. Not too far behind is McDavid with 30 goals and 22 helpers for 52 points. And Mark Stone's going to round out the top 3 with 16 goals and 33 helpers for 49 points. Pietrangelo is doing his thing defensively, but he's also producing a bit on the offense as he's picking up 8 goals and 17 assists for 25 points. In between the pipes is John Gibson, who's doing pretty solid, picking up 26 wins with a .907 save percentage and a .291 goals against. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the season. Hopefully the Metro team can bounce back, because if the All-Stars from the Metro can't even make the playoffs in the Metro Division, that just doesn't make sense. When the season came to an end, the Atlantic Division All-Stars are finishing second in their division with a 49-27-6 record. Austin Matthews is leading the way with 50 goals, 37 helpers, and 87 points. Not too far behind was Huberdeau with 16 goals and 62 helpers for 78 points, and his teammate Alexander Barkov isn't far behind him, as he's picking up 24 goals and 50 helpers for 74 points. Victor Hedman's leading the defense, and that should be no surprise, as he's getting 9 goals and 38 assists for 47 87 points, and Andre Vasilevsky did his thing this season. 38 wins, a 906 save percentage, and a 271 goals against. Also, if you made it this far into the video and you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. I make a lot of NHL 22 franchise mode videos, so if you enjoy those, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell on so you can be notified of when I upload. The Central Division finished out strong as they won their division with a 51-27-4 record. McKinnon was the main part of that as he was picking up 48 goals and 52 helpers for 100 points. Far behind was Kyle Connor picking up 26 goals and 51 helpers for 77 points, and Mark Scheifele's rounding out the top three with 33 goals and 41 helpers for 74 points. Roman Josi had himself a pretty solid season, picking up 13 goals and 34 assists, leading the defense with 47 points, and UC Saros, another Nashville Predator, did his thing, picking up 39 wins with a 904 save percentage and a 288 goals against. The Metro bounced back big time, finishing 4th in their division and at least making the playoffs. But let's be real here. 4th in your division isn't good when you're full of all-stars. This team underperformed immensely. Aho had himself a great year, 36 goals, 57 helpers for 93 points, which is leading the team. Ovi's coming in second with 41 goals and 42 helpers for 83 points, and Matt Barzal is going to come in third with 17 goals and 64 assists for 81 points. John Carlson dominated as a defenseman, picking up 10 goals and 41 helpers for 51 points, and Frederik Andersen sort of bounced back, 30 wins, an 896 save percentage, and a 320 goals against. I mean, the save percentage and goals against suck, but hey, at least you made the playoffs. The Pacific Division All-Stars are also finishing out the season strong as they're going to win their division with a 49-28-5 record. Leading the team is Connor McDavid with 45 goals and 42 helpers for 87 points. Johnny Gaudreau is coming in second with 25 goals and 57 assists for 82 points, and Mark Stone's going to round out the top three for 26 goals and 52 assists for 87 points. Alex Pietrangelo continues to lead the defense as he's picking up 15 goals and 33 helpers for 48 points. John Gibson was absolutely dominating in net as he's picking up 40 wins with a 906 save percentage and a 299 goals against. Looking at the entire league, Tampa's going to finish on top with a 52-22-8 record. Coming in second is the Washington Capitals with a 51-27-4 record. In third place is the Central Division All-Stars, the Atlantic Division All-Stars are coming in fourth, and the Pacific Division All-Stars are coming in fifth. And all the way down at ninth is the Metro Division All-Stars. Keep in mind, at the 50 game mark, this team was sitting in 21st place. So they bounced back, and they did a good job at bouncing back. Leading the entire league is going to be Ovi from the Washington Capitals, who's picking up 58 goals and 46 assists for 104 points. Tampa's Nikita Kucherov is picking up 55 goals and 48 assists for 103 points, while the Colorado Avalanche's Nathan McKinnon's picking up 45 goals and 46 helpers for 101 points. Leading all defensemen in points is Adam Fox from the New York Rangers, who's picking up 15 goals and 58 assists for 73 points. And picking up the most wins by goalie is ironically Frederik Andersen from the Carolina Hurricanes, who's getting 45 wins with a 912 save percentage and a 295 goals against. So taking a look at the playoffs, the Central Division is going to be taking on the Vancouver Canucks, the Pacific Division is taking on the Nashville Predators, the Metro is taking on the Capitals, and the Atlantic Division is taking on the Detroit Red Wings. So comment down below right now, who do you think is going to win? And trust me, you're not going to get it right. I am fully convinced that not one person is going to predict the Stanley Cup winner correctly. The only way you predict it correctly is if you comment after the video's done. There is literally no way you can predict this. So when the first round was over, 2 of our all-star teams are defeated. The Vancouver Canucks are taking down the Central Division, and the Nashville Predators are taking down the Pacific. So out of the 2 remaining all-star teams, the Metro Division is taking on the Carolina Hurricanes, and the Atlantic Division is taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. And when everything came to an end, the San Jose Sharks are Stanley Cup champions. And if you're wondering what happened to the remaining all-star teams, they lost in the second round. Yeah, this doesn't make sense. I'm convinced this was rigged.